Hello, everybody. It is now 3:59, and we'll get started in about 6 minutes. I want to give everybody a chance to join in. We're going to be doing, we're going to go back over probabilities today. I don't think you have started on week 5 in your packet. Have you? Okay, that's great. So it's going to be easy. We're going to run through it, and that's cool. So this is great because I'm doing stuff in week 5. When you get to week 5, you're going to understand it a lot better. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go further than what Mr. Taylor does, just so it'll be a little bit easier when he gets to when he gets to whatever he's doing. Like if he's on week 4 right now and I'm on week 5, that's great because I'm not doing the actual work that's in the packet. I'm giving you the basis and the basics of what you're going to need when you're going to do that when you do that packet. Get it? No? Oh. Let me switch around so everybody can see my lovely face. I'm doing great today. Tomorrow is, yeah. Is that you in there? Hello? Hello? Tomorrow's my dad's birthday. My parents live in North Carolina, so I'm not going to see them, but I am going down there. I'll let you know what I'm doing at the end of this lesson. It's kind of like a surprise, sort of, kind of, but not sort of, kind of. Understand? Is that you? I see you. He's going to be 83. Yeah, y'all call me old. Oh, I thought he snuck in here. Lisbeth, it looks like we're the only ones. People come in and go out, but you're doing a great job. I'm glad you're here. Let me see. So I guess you already know this. Wow. I remember when I was 29. I remember when I was 47. My dad's 83 and my mom is... No, you don't have to send it because I know you're here. I can remember you. I know your name now. Hold on. Let's see, my dad, what did I say? My dad was 83 and my mom is 77. My mom's birthday is on the 4th of July. Crazy, huh? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and start. So last time we did probabilities. Oh, I'm older than your grandpa. Yup, I sure am. I'm older than your mom, your grandmom, and your grandpa. Yeah, I am. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, though, because it's a secret. So, okay. Hello. How are you? Long time no see. So for those of you who are just stopping in here, let me go ahead and say this again. So, copy this down. This is how I take roll to make sure to see who was here and who wasn't here. So you copy down my email address, mrwindleymath@gmail.com, and you say, hey, Mr. Windley, I was here, and you give me your first name and your last name, and then I add extra credit points to your grade. Okay? I think we have to do that by Friday. So if you look here now and you don't see the points from last week, don't be worried about it, Elizabeth, since you were the only one here. Okay? So, let me see. Oops. Oh, I see you, Jackson. How do I get this out of here? Oh, okay. All right. So, like I said, don't forget to send me that post, that right there. Don't forget to no sunlight where? What are you talking about? Anyway, let me get back on point. Don't forget to email me, Ms. Jackson, and tell me, hey, I was here. Because when I finish this, I go through my email. And when you send an email, it comes up on my phone and it reminds me to add extra points to your grade for third quarter. Okay? All right. So, last time we were going through probabilities. Ta-da. So a couple of housekeeping things first. So when we're going through things, I'm going to ask you questions. If you understand what we're doing, just hit me with a thumbs up. If you don't understand what we're doing, hit me with a thumbs down. Everybody good with that? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Cool. If you want me to move on, give me a thumbs up. This is just a test. I want to see how long it takes for somebody to give me a thumbs up just to make sure you're still here. You're still here. Hello? Anyone? Thumbs up? Jackson, thumbs up? Hey, hey, hey. Is that a middle finger? Oh, okay. All right, great. Gotcha. So, probability. Probability refers to the likelihood of an event occurring. Okay? So, before this, when the situation with the coronavirus just started, we're going to get through probability. I'm going to tell you what it is. Probability is the likelihood of something occurring. So you can say, what's the probability of you getting straight A's all the way through school until you graduate? Okay, we're going to go over probability again from the very beginning. So the probability basically is the chance of something happening. Okay? So if the chance is high, that means it can happen. If the chance is low, that means it won't happen. Oh, Miss Wallace, how are you? Long time no see. So, probability, if the chance is high, that means it will happen. If the chance is low, that means it won't happen. Okay? So let me give you an example. What is the probability, and your answer is either going to be low or high. What is the probability that school will open tomorrow? What is the probability that school would open tomorrow? Is it low or is it high? Exactly. It's low. So probability is low because more than likely it won't happen. Remember, probability is the likelihood of an event occurring. So the likelihood of this happening is no. It's a low likelihood. What's the probability that you will eat before you go to bed? Different question. What's the probability of you would eat before you go to bed? Hello, how are you? Right, it's high. The probability is high because the likelihood of you eating before you go to bed is high because you will probably eat before you go to bed. Am I right? Okay. Everybody's understanding that so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down. We understand low probability and high probability. Okay, got one thumb up, two thumb up. Can I get a three? Can I get a three? Three thumb up. Okay. All right. Great job. So we know the probability of low. Okay, four thumbs up. Probability of low and high. Yes, it is. So, are we ready to go to the next slide? Here we go. Okay, remember, probability refers to the likelihood of something happening. Okay? So, last week we talked about, let me go to my slide here. We talked about this. A penny. So, we're going to talk about the probability of this penny. So if we flip a penny in the air, what choices do we have? Okay, yeah, I know you're being fast, Liz, but the choices that we have of it coming down, it's either going to come down on heads or tails, right? It's either going to be heads or tails. It's not going to come down on the side. It's either going to be heads or tails. Okay? So, if you flip it one time, you have two choices, right? You have two choices, two possible outcomes. But only one of those outcomes is going to happen. So, if you flip a coin and you say, what's the probability of getting heads? 1 out of 2. We getting that? Oops, what happened? Oh, here we go. 1 out of 2. Everybody follow me so far? The reason it's 1 because we're either going to get 1 a head or a tail, and the reason if it's 2 is because this is how many possible outcomes we have. Give me a heads up, a thumbs down if you're understanding it so far. One, 2. Can I get a third? Can I get a third? Going once. Oh, here we go. Great. Okay, now let's go back to this. Okay? In the case of rolling a 3 on a die, and we said, die, if you have one of these, it's die. If you have 2 of them, it's called what? Who knows? 1 is die. 2 is dice. Okay? There you go. So, we're rolling one of these. It says, in the case of rolling a 3 on a die, the number of events is 1. Because how many 3s do we have on this? Just 1, right? If you look at a die, you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But we only have 1 3. Correct. Excellent. So, since we only have 1 3, that means, let me do this. That means that's the chance that we have of rolling 1 3. Okay, because there's only 1 3 on the die. Got that so far? Now, second question is, how many choices do we have? How many possible outcomes do we have when we roll this? How many possible outcomes do we have when we roll a die? How many possible outcomes do we have when we roll a die? Six. Nope. Let me explain to you why it's 6. So, when we roll a die, right, we could roll a 1. Hold on, let's get rid of this. We could roll a 1. We could roll a 2. We could roll a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6, right? So there's 6 possible outcomes. There's 6 possible outcomes. But since there's only 1 3, we only have 1 chance of rolling a 3. So that would be your probability. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be your probability. 1 in 6 chance. A 1 out of 6 chance. Does everybody get that? 1 out of 6 chance. Give me thumbs up if you get it. One out of 6 chance. Okay. Let me ask you some more questions, just to make sure you have it before we move on. Okay? That's going to be a variable, and that's going to be a variable. Now, everybody staying with me? Okay. Here we go. Say I have all these numbers. Oops, you can't even see them all, can you? Let me fix that. There you go. Say I have all these numbers, right? And I wrote them on different pieces of paper and I put them in my pocket. Okay, I put On every piece of paper I put in my pocket, I put one of these numbers out. So if I reach in my pocket and pull out one number, what are my chances of pulling out? Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's your homework. Your classwork is always to send me an email. Okay. So let me know if I need to put it back up there. So let me get through this problem, okay? So say I put each number on a piece of paper and I put it in my pocket. What are the chances of me getting a 9 when I reach in my pocket and pull out one number? What's the probability of me pulling out a 9? Greetings, how are you? Okay, I'll repeat. So you're looking at all these numbers, right? 1 through 16. So I write each number on a piece of paper and I ball it up and I put it in my pocket. If I ball all these pieces of paper up, put a number in each of them and put them in my pocket, what's the probability of me pulling out a 9 if I reach in my pocket and pull out one number? To everybody that's just coming in, welcome to Mr. Windley's class, talking about probabilities. Welcome, Vic's Life. Jet at heart. How would I write that, Elizabeth? I just can't put once. You're close. Remember when okay, so let me show you. Oh, I got a right answer. 1 out of 16. Let me explain to you how many times why it's 1 out of 16. Remember when we did this? And we rolled the die and we said, okay, since there are 6 numbers, our number of outcomes, the possibility of our outcomes was 6. And since we only had 1, 3, it was going to be 1 out of 6. So here, how many 9s do we have? We have 1. What's our possibility of outcomes? Remember, I have one number on each one of the sheets of paper in my pocket. 16. And Elizabeth, you were absolutely right. 1 out of 16. Okay? Let me give you another one. What's the probability for me pulling out a 2? What's the probability of me pulling a 2 out of my pocket? Excellent. Okay, let's make it. Let me see if I can't make it a little harder. What's the probability of me getting a number less than or equal to 4? less than or equal to 4. Do you remember when we did the first lesson where I told you about what less than and equal to means? A number less than or equal to 4. Okay, so what's the probability of me getting a number less than or equal to 4? Because I think we did the less than equal to last week or the week before that. Uh-oh, somebody's skipping class. Okay, so let me go over it with you. How many choices do we have? How many choices do we have? Well, Elizabeth, you're right, but you got to switch that around. And it's not equal to. You would have to write it like this. Oops. Right, 16. So if I say less than 4, it would be 1, 2, and 3. But I said less than and equal to. So we'd have to do 1, 2, 3. Those are less than, and 4 is equal to. Right, so it'd be 4 out of 16. So let me ask you another question. If that's our probability and you're in Mr. Taylor's class, would you give him that answer? But there's still 16 numbers. So I have a question. Well, somebody's raised a question. I meant to change this back. I don't want to confuse you. If we have this and we are in Mr. Taylor's class, what is he going to tell you to do with this 4 and this 16? Anybody know? What is Mr. Taylor going to tell you to do? Yep, you got it. Reduce. Reduce. So let me take about 2 minutes or maybe 1 minute, because I see there's a couple other people that just joined, and I want to give you a chance to copy this down, because again, this is how I take roll. So I need you to email me and give me your first and your last name. Tell me you were here. That's how I give you points. Okay? That's how you get points. All right, let's go back up to where we were. Let me see. We ready to move on? What does that mean? You didn't get the email? Yeah, that's how I take roll, because everybody has different names. Okay? Okay, Elizabeth, we're moving on. Let me pick another problem. Okay, we went over this. The probability of flipping a coin and it being heads is 1/2 because there is one way of getting a head, and the total number of possible outcomes is 2. Everybody remember when we did this? So read this on your own. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on. If you got it so far. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Yup. What happened to the thumbs up? Y'all making Joe mad. Don't get mad, Joe. Joe said, Mr. Windley said thumbs up if I'm good, thumbs down if I'm not. You tell him, Joe. Mr. Windley said you better put the thumbs up. So give me a thumbs up if you're good, thumbs down if you're not. Oops. Okay, here's another one. A number chosen at random from 1 to 25. Find the probability of selecting a number that is greater than 13. A number chosen at random number chosen at random, 1 to 25. Find the probability of selecting a number that is greater than 13. Okay, we get 2 answers. So, let's see. Let's work this out. We want a number that's greater than 13. So we got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Do I have to put 25? So if we have a total number of how many? 25, right? So that's what our possible outcome is going to be, 25. So we're trying to get a number that's greater than 13. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All these numbers are greater than 13, right? Am I reading that correctly? A number chosen at random from 1 to 25. Find a probability of selecting a number that is greater than 13. Greater than 13. How many numbers do we have that are greater than 13? Out of the 25 numbers we have, how many are greater than 13? Up, count again. Right, 12. We have 12 numbers that are greater than 13. So there we go. Who did not understand that? Thumbs up if you understood it. Thumbs down if you didn't. They're waiting on your answer. Thumbs up if you understood. Thumbs down if you didn't. I got one thumbs up. Can I get another one? Okay, good. Let's see. We got time for another problem. Choose a number at random from 1 to 50. Find the probability of selecting multiples of 10. Oops. Y'all can't even see that, can you? There you go. Find the probability of selecting multiples of 10. Since this is the last one, I'm going to color this red so we know where we stopped. So I'm going to wait on your answers for this one. Okay, I got two answers. We got 5. We got 5 out of 50. Well, we got 3 answers. We got 5 out of 50. We got, let me see, 10 out of 50. And we got, I don't know. Who spelled? Somebody has some spelling issues right here. You mean I don't know? I'm telling Miss Simmons. She's spelling like that. So, let's go to our answers. We got 5 out of 50, we got 10 out of 50, and we got a I'm not sure. Let me help this person out. We have a, oops. What happened? Okay. So, a number is chosen at random from 1 to 50. So that means there are 50 possible outcomes. So that's right. With 50 possible outcomes, it's going to be something out of 50. So we're looking for multiples. Find the probability of selecting multiples of 10. Okay? So somebody tell me what a multiple is. What is a multiple? Okay. 10. More than one. More than one what? So if we're looking for a multiple, we're looking for a number we can multiply 10 into. Okay? Right. So, from 1 to 50, can we multiply 10 into itself? Yes, once. Can we multiply 10 into 20? Right? Can we multiply 10 into 30? Right. Okay. So, hold on. I'm gonna give you my email address in just a second. So when we're looking for multiples, we're gonna look for multiples of this number. So this number a number of times. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Those are multiples. We're multiplying 10. Okay? So if we're counting from 1 to 50, how many multiples of 10 do we have? If we're counting from 1 to 50, how many multiples of 10 do we have? Anybody? If we're counting from 1 to 50, right, we have 5. So this is your answer. But in Mr. Taylor's class, what is he going to ask you to do with that? What are you going to have to do with that 5 over 50? Tick tock, tick tock. Somebody tell me. Last question of the day. Reduce, right. Reduce it to what? What are we going to have to reduce it to? Absolutely right. You're doing a good job. Last question. What do we have to reduce this to? A fraction. Right? It's going to be a fraction. Stop saying you don't know. You do know. How many times does 5 go in itself? How many times does 5 go into itself? Five divided by 5 is what? Okay, Elizabeth. Right, 1. 5 divided by 50 is what? Y'all coming in here all late. 10. There you go. Excellent. And that's it. That's how you do it. Thank you very much. That was the beginning of probabilities. So when you start with your packet 5, and I don't know if Mr. Taylor's going to do that tomorrow or Wednesday, a lot of it's going to be it's going to have probabilities on it, and you're going to understand exactly what you're doing because it has probabilities on it. So give me a thumbs up if you get it. Thumbs down is we need to do some more next on Wednesday. Okay, great. This is another thing. Like I'm saying, even the people that came in late, I know a few of y'all, and I can see what time you came in. I know a few of y'all that came in about 3 minutes ago. But I still need you to email me. This is your work. This counts as class work. To email me and say, hey, Mr. Windley, I was here. Give me your first name and your last name. If I don't have that, you don't get credit for it. Mr. Windley Math at gmail.com. I said hi. But I need everybody to send me an email. That's my email address. That's how I'm taking attendance. So please send that email so I can you can get these points. Even though you just came the last 3 minutes of class. You think I didn't see you? Saw you. You came the last 3 minutes of class, tried to sneak in the back, and I saw you doing nothing. Look at you. Mm-hmm. I'm fixing. Just put it in there. Just send me an email. I ain't no emails yet. You definitely need to be an email. Because you need these extra points. Or you'll be sitting right up in my class next year. What? Somebody doesn't have a clock in their house. Miss K Glock. Somebody needs to get a clock or an alarm clock or something. You coming in class at 3:46. You late just like it's regular school. Skipping. I'll suspend you. Mm-hmm. Y'all get straight suspended. That's why. Let me find a picture of you real quick. See what I can find. No, that ain't you. Let me see. Let me see if I can find something. What? Who's that? Let me see if I can't find something. Let me see. Somebody here. I haven't seen her. Is she still around? Y'all gotta tell y'all friends to come to class. Mm-hmm. Oh, here go pictures right here. Let me see. That's all right. I'm not even gonna do it. Please come to class. Oh, I got pictures of everybody. Everybody. So anybody have any questions about probability? Oh, don't? Oh, that's what I get? Okay. Oh, I got it. You know, I can find... Look. Let me pull it up. I'll show you right here. 2019 photos. Oh, I can find your picture. No, that's not it. Let me see. I got everybody's picture. Oh, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. find that picture. I'm going to stop looking. Okay. So no more questions? I got to go to my mom and dad's house in North Carolina. So I'm going to let y'all go. Okay, Miss Harris. I see you. I got you. Again, let me say it one last time. Don't fire me. I got something for you. That's my email address. If I don't see an email from you and you say, Mr. Windley, I came, I'm going to be like, nah, you lying. I don't have an email. Don't count. Doesn't count unless I see an email. Yes, Miss Harris, you did. I got you. Thank you very much. K Glock, you fired. You about to get suspended. You keep skipping class, coming with 1 minute left. That's all right. Keep that green shirt. All right. Yeah, I see you, Michaela. I think I'm going to get me a mask and start going over people's houses and just teaching in their living room. While I'm eating your noodles. I'll wear a mask and gloves. Like, Ma, who ate all the noodles, Mr. Windley? You know you don't have no hot water in your house. I'm drinking coffee. Oh, what is that? The Cowboys? Y'all better recognize. All right, if y'all don't have any more questions, I can't sit up here and talk to you all day. No questions? You sure? So we covered probability. You got my email address so you can email me and tell me that you were here. We did that. Everybody gave me the thumbs up. Tell me that they were good. I don't have any thumbs down. You made Joe mad. What's up, London? Okay, great. You guys have a good day. And what's today? Monday? We'll be back Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday at 4. So when you're in Mr. Taylor's class, make sure if you have questions, either write them down or you can email me questions so we can go over it when we come back to class at 4 on Wednesday. Thanks for playing. K Glock, come to class on time. 4 o'clock. Don't make me knock on your door. Bye. Bye.